Fast cars, fast service. Visit lebhobbies.com.
Alrighty, folks, it is Friday. Did a lot of yard work today. Cut down a small tree. Well, an apple tree. You know, whatever. You didn't come here for yard work discussion. So, RevoSlot McLarens have arrived. They start to ship today. I mean, these things look fan-freaking-tastic. And what else can you say? Yes, I keep harping on and on about this, but not everybody likes them. That's okay. There's a lot of cars that I don't like. Some people love them. It's your hobby, guys. Do it the way you want. We have some nice cars from Avant Slot that I believe are coming fairly soon. There is a rally version of the Ferrari here, the 308, I believe. Probably. In any case, it looks really cool. I really do wish that there were more of these available. I wish there were circuit cars available. I also wish they had better distribution here in the U.S. Yeah. But it's a great car. I'm sure it'll go really nicely. And they have this really nice BMW 6 Series that they're also showing on their Facebook page. This is the old Spirit mold. I love that car. I have a couple of them. It's a really fun car. It's a really unique car that, straight out of the 80s. And I think it's pretty much overlooked. Kind of a lot of the BMWs are. There's a lot of BMWs that could still be done that I think people would really groove on. I know I would. What else do we have? We have NSR parts. So I showed some parts a couple weeks ago, I guess, but now NSR is showing really nice artwork of these, and they broke each kind of part down onto its own slide. So, like the motor pods, for example, the glass parts, the interior parts. It's kind of what you'd expect, but I figured I'd show them here because it's important stuff. And I'm really happy that they take the time to do this kind of thing. There's a lot of parts out there, guys. It's hard to wrap your mind around, exactly what parts are coming when. So, yeah. I'm glad that they do this. It just kind of makes you pause and think about, oh, these parts are now there. It takes a lot of extra time, I know, but I definitely think it's worth it. Something I do think is worth it. See what I did here? The Skelectric triple pack, that's the Ken Miles tribute, is now shipping with a Cobra, a GT40, and of course, a Mustang. I think this is a great triple pack. It's definitely something that I think a lot of guys would like, a lot of people would like. I think if you're a car fan, this is quite appealing because it's, definitely cool colors on all of the cars, regardless if you know who Ken Miles is. I mean, let's face it, here on the slot car channels of all varieties, everybody knows who Ken Miles is. And I think it's glad that this triple pack is out. It's going to be a little spendy, but, not more than buying the 3 cars individually, probably. So, yeah, I definitely think it's worth it, and you should check it out. I have 2 pieces. Well, what? More news. Slot Wagon has a resin kit here, I believe, and it comes with the parts that you need, and yes, even the decals, to make your own C8R race car. It's cool stuff that Slot Wagon is doing. I'm glad they're, it's one more piece, one more unexpected piece in the puzzle that we didn't know that was coming this year, and now here they are, and they've released a couple interesting kits, ideas, and yeah, I'm definitely interested to see what they come up with next. Great. great stuff. Also, I don't really get too much into models here, but I usually mention the Aoshima models because I think they're pretty cool. Obviously, this is Japanese themed models, and they have I guess you'd call it a lorry. we 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 just call it a truck here in the U.S., but it's a 1/32 scale one. That's really why I'm mentioning these models. It looks really, really cool. Obviously, I can't read any of the information except the scale, and for that reason alone, it's worth mentioning here. That's right, guys. Also, the Toyota that you see here are all four Toyotas. I think this is great. I love the fact these snap kits are really nice to put together. They are not hard to put together. You just need maybe some snips and a model knife. If you really want to go crazy, you can get a small flat file and just to kind of clean up some edges here and there. But all the kits that I have a bunch of them that I haven't put together yet, but just looking at the kit, like all of the sprue trees are really nicely done. Obviously, there's no flash on them. They look really high quality. All the parts are come molded in color, so you don't need to know how to paint, which I think is a huge bonus. I really do wish someone would start carrying these here in the U.S. Probably someone does, but I wish people would be a little more upfront about it because I think these kits are really great. It could get more people into the hobby. Certainly, like I can't paint. I love the fact that these come with a good base, kind of a color scheme on them. And sure, if you wanted to repaint them, you could. But regardless, it's just a really nice thing to be able to have a snap kit model. I made a lot of these when I was a kid, and it kept me in modeling for quite a long time. I think it's a really good idea. So, that's all of the news, but I'm going to show you a car someone sent me a couple weeks ago that's absolutely awesome. And then I'm going to open a box that I got sent from LEB that was a gift. And it was a gift from a viewer, from one of you all. And wow, yeah, this is very cool. I don't know what's in the box, so we'll do that after the racing and show news, folks. Please stick around. Okay, guys, yes, so a few weeks ago I was checking out Home Racing World. You should too, if you don't, by the way. And I saw this little guy on there. This is an SRC 914, and Clint Hilliard had posted this. And it's just one of the coolest cars I've seen in a long time. He sent me this car out of the blue. I still can't believe it. I can't thank you enough, Clint. This is absolutely... Yeah, I mean, I've been admiring this thing for a while now. It's been sitting on my desk since you sent it to me, and I did want to mention it. Now, first of all, thank you very much. It's an incredible gesture. I can't thank you enough. What you've done to the car is just spectacular. The staff's wheels on there... Oh, baby. Yeah. Staff's wheels. Can it focus? Yeah, maybe. In any case, Whew, SRC do make some beautiful little cars. The Porsche 914s are particularly wonderful. I have a couple of them, and I really wish they would make more. Please, guys, make more. Make it's certainly circuit cars, with only one person in the car. It's a really unique little car in real life, and you all appear to have done a really beautiful mold of it. And they run really well too. This one is not one of the highest performance cars. It's just a flat chassis, but whatever. It's a beautiful little car. I'm sure it's going to run really, really nicely. I haven't yet got it on my track. Yeah, it will be soon. And in any case, thank you so much, Clint. It really means an awful lot. And thank you, SRC. SRC, please make more of these cars. There. Okay. Now, this car, which has not been opened yet, is from LEB. Someone sent me this as a gift. Anthony Train requested that we add the car to send to you. He enjoys your show and wanted to send me a get well, feel better soon gift. I really appreciate this. It's unexpected, that's for sure. Opening it here with a knife, because my hands are so weak. Yeah, I appreciate it, and we'll see what it is. I'm sure I'm going to love it. The box feels pretty big, and it's in there. I'm thinking it's a RevoSlot. Uh-oh. Oh, baby. What do we have here? Whoa, hello. Come on, knife. I've been feeling a little better here and there. The condition that I have is an autoimmune condition that, frankly, is only kind of mitigated. It doesn't really get better as such. And I will hopefully be on new medicine in a couple weeks, but we'll see how that works out. I may or may not go into remission because of surgery I had a few years ago. Still, so, I don't know. We will see. Anthony Train, yes, from Anthony Train, and I have his phone number here and his email, and we're not going to look what it is. We're just going to open up the box and see what we have. It's beautiful, I'm sure. Holy crap! Holy crap! It's a Brumos 934. Good night. What a gorgeous car. Good. Wow. Thank you so much, Anthony. Holy cats. Whoa. Man, they just make just absolutely stunning cars, guys. Absolutely stunning cars. This one, boy, she is a looker. Ugh. Amazing. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Incredible. Absolutely incredible car. It's my first time seeing a 934 that they've made. Damn. Just like this quality. Let me get rid of this now. Okay. Yeah, something's flashing at me there on my computer screen. Yeah, absolutely amazing. Brumos, Porsche. Yeah, that's the business. The detail on these things is just exquisite. The finish is just top notch. It comes with, like we've talked about before, the parts list for the replacement parts. So you're getting everything all encompassing with this guy. You're getting a really nice car. You're getting all the information about all of the parts in the package with it. You see the other cars in the series too as they get added. Obviously there'll be new ones, but gosh, whew, baby, yeah. I very much appreciate it. Thank you so much, Anthony. It really does mean quite a bit. It really does. Oh, look, there's a magnet under there. don't need that. In any case, yeah, absolutely amazing. Gonna have, yeah, so like these two of my favorites right here. Absolutely two of my favorites. Ah, that's awesome stuff. Again, thank you again. I did have some questions about last week's editorial about dealers selling directly. I'm going to get my phone so I can see the comment that I wanted to reply to, so I'll be back in 1 second. So the thoughts here are from Richard Schaus, who's a slot brother from Texas, and talking about the editorial about dealers selling direct. Selling them direct makes it pointless to sell to distributors or dealers, or for that matter, dealers. Oh, light rain starting soon. And yeah, but basically it makes it pointless in theory for them to sell to other people, a middleman basically. So why do that? Well, in a lot of cases, they feel, I think, that they can do it better themselves. Again, that's debatable. I've heard both sides of this argument made for literally years, people talking about this. Some of the biggest online dealers out there have really good websites and or Amazon pages or eBay pages, because there's one dealer in particular that goes under two names, Lakota Collectibles as well as Great Traditions, and it's one guy, Richard Schanfeld. He's a friend, and he's one of the biggest dealers in the world. So, like, I can kind of see the argument that why it undercuts dealers. Look, I get it. I've kind of argued on both sides of this. There are some dealers that don't do a particularly good job at getting the products out there, and then you have like the top, not even really the top 10, because once you get to like the eighth, seventh or eighth biggest dealer, it like the volume drops by like 50% that they do. So like from 1, 2, 3, and 4 top dealers, or maybe 5, maybe 6, maybe. Well, no, not even that far. Like the top 3 people do most of the business, and regardless of who those people are, and kind of regardless of brand. Yeah, I mean, in the end, really, I think it does benefit folks to companies, that is, to have a dealer network, because obviously brick and mortar stores are a benefit. You can kind of argue that maybe it's not as beneficial for a manufacturer to sell to someone that's only online. But again, the more places you have selling your products, the more visible those things become online. That's called search engine optimization. If you see the same name in a bunch of different places, then it brings that to the view of search engines, which they like to see, the same product shown in a whole bunch of different places. So, yes, there should be a fairly wide dealer network. And certainly if it comes to brick and mortar stores, now, it's really hard for a brick and mortar store to make a profit, frankly, on something where there may be, they price in a 50% markup, so they buy a car for, let's just pick a number, $20, which it's a little higher now than when I worked for the companies, and the cars were about $20, whether it was Carrera, analog, or Skeletric car, and people would sell them for about $40 then, because once you factor in all the extra costs and your time, really dealers, if they're marking something up 40%, they're really only maybe making $10 on a car. And all the dealers out there are screaming, we usually don't make more than about $5 on a car, and that may be even generous. So it's definitely tougher now for dealers than ever. So yeah, a long way around it. Support whoever you like, because they all need the business, quite frankly. Thanks once again to Clint and to the man sending me this absolutely stunning something fell there. Anthony, thank you so much. It definitely brightens my day, that's for sure. See you again, folks. Oh, thanks to the folks that I got a couple new people that have joined the Buy Me a Coffee page. I'll put the link here underneath, or the URL, so you can see it. It really means a lot just to have a little bit of, extra income coming in for something that, it takes me a couple hours a week to do these. And this one's going to be a little late tonight, guys. I'm sorry, but had yard work to do. And when the honey-do list gets full, you need to go do it. So thanks again to the couple people that I have on the list, or that are the Buy Me a Coffee folks. It means a lot to me, so much. See you all again real soon, folks.